Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, y'all just take my words and try to twist shit. I'm a real nigga, you a nigga, that's the difference. Hey, some y'all niggas hating from the distance, not watching what I say. You got a part of my opinion. Chico tweeting while we coming different. We the sharks up in the water, nigga, don't get stranded. Hey, some y'all niggas hating from the distance, not watching what I say. Y'all got a part of my opinion.
Block Cat finally made it, nigga. Yes, fuck the intro. Let's get straight to these famous niggas.
Fire right there.
Let's do it.
Fire.
What's going on, man?
What's up with you, man?
What's going on? We got Eazy, Rashad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Coming on.
Eazy the Block Cat.
Eazy the Block.
Talk different, you know. We in the building. Some people is calling me Rashad nowadays, you know. Yeah, hey, you know what you mean? Hey, you know. So
that's what it is, man. So we gonna start this bit off, man. You know, for me, the first time I think I seen you was probably about 5 years ago on YouTube.
Okay.
I want to say I think you battled Dot.
Oh, that was
maybe about 6 or 7 years ago. I think you battled Dot like 8 or 9 years ago, but I think I seen it
like 2014.
Yeah.
Dot battle.
Easy with the parts in the beard, though.
I had
the little
parts.
cuts in the beard, though.
And tell y'all a funny story about that. So when I got locked up, right? And I'm just like the only dickhead in there with like 3 stripes in his beard on both sides. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit, niggas is like, I walk into the pie, everybody just look at me. Everybody just staring at me. They like, who the fuck is Bull? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, I gotta tighten up. Okay, it's crazy, you hear me? But no, it was, but that, you know what, that actually stood out. It stood me out, though. So when I first started it, I was like, you know, you always want to do something that like kind of stand out. So like the parts was actually my barber shit. She just she just did it. You know, females too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She just did it. I'm like, damn, this shit got fly though. You know what I'm saying? Like, do a little eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, so then when I went to my first battle, they was like, yo, the bull with the parts in his beard. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They just know, the ball was fire, but he had parts in his beard. So like that's what it was like. It was like, all right, so it was like a trend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody can stop it.
Right.
So it was just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna continue with it. But you know,
You set a lot of trends in battle.
Yeah.
Heard that it fucked you up too, right? You had a limo story with them parts, right?
it got me in jail. It got me booked because when I got booked for the gun, people who was pointing. That's what they said.
The bull with
like
the parts in his beard.
Parts in his beard. I was the only nigga in there with parts in his beard. It's like you couldn't even get away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't even, there's nothing you could do about that. Like you had to just shave it all
shit
off.
off, right?
And that looked suspicious. Like, that nigga, he just here with no beard in that Nigga don't got no beard in his jaw. Like, he did it. It was that nigga right there. So it's like, yeah. So yeah, that kind of fucked me up, but that was cool.
So it's crazy because your bid was what 2014 to 2017, right? Yeah. So it's like, I think for me, as from a fan aspect, like I really I think after I watched the prep battle was when like I first reached out to you, like, yo, you my favorite small room battler.
Right.
And it's crazy because you go back 5 years ago, me saying that, like now you on a big stage, like you just my favorite battler, period. Like,
appreciate that.
You get what I'm saying? Like the talk actually different.
Right.
Like me and this nigga in Houston in the back, like listen, you talk like my style, like fighting and I'm winning. I'll talk in. You just sitting there like
from that moment. I said,
yo,
it's about to be off.
Just like the chills that go through your fucking spine at that, like it's just different, like. But you know, it's hard for me, like us as battle rap fans. We sit back and we listen, and a lot of times we normally gravitate to the people that you know you feel, you understand. So it was like with Gotti, when Gotti first came out, you know, we all fucked with Gotti because the shit he was talking was so real. You felt that pain right here,
right.
But not everybody killers, not everybody gangbangers and shit.
Right.
But when you start talking your shit, you get what I'm saying? Just like something could be as so simple as keeping the ramen seasoning to make your food taste better in jail.
Right.
Most niggas gonna relate to that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, or even, you know, when you said in prep, you know, about the cops raid the crib not in your name, but if you don't speak up, your baby mom get charged for it and shit. Like, you know how many niggas go through that?
Shit,
Like, how many people go through that on a real day? So it's like, when you talk, like, the talk is definitely different. Like, everybody's talking that gangster shit, but you talking some shit that
we all
you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
85% of people can honestly relate to, whether you did a bid or somebody close to you did one on that. So you know, it makes at least us gravitate to you more.
Right.
So, you know, on that one though.
No, I try to do that, but that was, I think, more from this last bid is when I was going in there. So, all right, so, you know, if you're a rapper in jail, you know somebody gonna ask you to rap. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Start banging on the table.
Yeah,
Let me hear it.
That's what it is. It's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so it's time to. So it's like you're a rapper in jail, and then I was kind of only was remembering the like the dot battles and like the cash battles, the $1 million cash battles. So when in there, like I'm spitting battle rap bars on beat though. Like I was figuring when take that shit, that shit was still knocking. Like you said, like niggas was like, yo, you a battle rapper? I was like, yeah. So I was like kind of explaining like what battle rap is, what people didn't know, because people then was still talking about Cassidy. Right. You dig what I'm saying? Right. Like that's how in the dark it was for real. Right. For when it comes to like Philadelphia battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like it was still like you still think of the Cassidy or the Reed Dollars and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like now a nigga say Philadelphia battle rap, you're gonna say Eazy the Block Captain. Yeah. Right. You dig what I'm saying? Like, but that was from that gap. From that gap is a big gap. Right. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like we had to do, somebody had to like be doing something to change it. So I was like, all right, the battle rap shit in jail was starting to get like a little redundant. So I just started writing. I did this little joint. I'm tired of doing this bid. I'm tired of doing this bid. Like all I think about is my kids. Why she won't pick up the phone? Is it just something I did? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was out there spitting that shit on the yard. And niggas like, oh, that shit, like, what's up? Like, cause that's what niggas is going. I'm just writing this shit that we all going through like right now. Right. And I'm like, yo, this shit touched the whole jail to the point that like greatest for 9 o'clock at night. Like I'm you know what I mean? I'm on the gate. The whole pod quiet. I'm on the gate with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and I was like, yo, I can control that many people just by being real. You dig what I'm saying? I can control that. These niggas in jail, nigga. This is murder cases, robberies, simple assault, aggravated. These niggas, but 9 o'clock, yo, I get on the gate, you say, spit the same shit.
I think all of us been to the county or something like this once. When you walk in that bitch, all you hear is motherfuckers banging on the door. CO! Yo, CO! Like, so for you to, you get what I'm saying, to keep it quiet in there, that's definitely crazy.
So that's why I was like, all right, yo, this shit worked, man. I was like, and it's nothing for me to tell you some shit that you dig what I'm saying, been through, but you gotta be creative. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I do got the pen with it too, to make it, hit right and all that. Because everybody can say some shit, but if it don't sound like shit, it ain't shit. Right.
So I got a confession for you, right? As a fan, you get what I'm saying? I had you going into the battle with T-Top. I had T-Top smoking your boots. I said, ain't no way Eazy coming out of this. Not with the bear. Wow. Not with the bear.
I knew I was going to win that one.
I knew that. You see, the crazy part, like, Top was my guy.
Now, if you would have said that versus Chess, like I understood
that. I knew you had chess. I knew you had chess. I just
he predicted the damn bar you said before you said the shit.
Literally in
he
there.
Was in Houston standing in line. He predicted the shit she was ready to say.
Motherfuckers outside talking and shit. I'm like, man, Eazy gonna talk to this little nigga. Like, niggas gonna say you all talking about some struggle bowls. There's a Family Dollar on every corner. I lied to you. I swear, we sitting there. When you said that shit, I was like, motherfuckers looked at me like, nah, he told you the bars or some shit. I'm like, nah. I'm I'm just saying, I don't understand why a motherfucker ain't never used that against the nigga yet.
Right.
Like, it's a family dollar
To
on
me, that's
every
common
motherfucker.
sense,
Yeah.
though, especially if you've been through.
Right.
it.
Yeah, it's
You
family
know,
dollar on
Niggas
every
been
corner.
fucked up.
Right, you
before.
know how to
Like,
get
we've been
around
fucked
shit.
up before.
Yeah. You know how to get
But
around.
come on, it's paper plates, my
Right.
nigga. Like my mom was that fucked up where we couldn't go get the 3 cups.
Right.
It's quarters somewhere.
Right.
It's quarters in the couch or something. Like,
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, my nigga. Like, you mean, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the crazy part because we're sitting there, motherfuckers. Like, soon as you said this shit, niggas just start looking at me and shit, talking about, now you heard his rounds. I ain't hear that nigga. I wish I heard his rounds. But I'm hearing this shit just like y'all niggas hearing that shit right now, though.
It's a lesson in every bar.
It's a lesson in every bar.
It's ball studying.
It's a lesson in every fucking
I
bar.
I feel like out of all of us, he definitely studied it more. Like, I love battle rap, so you definitely my favorite battle rapper right now too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I don't really have that many favorite battle rappers because he was watching this shit. I was watching this shit a long time ago, but he started getting into it again before I did. So first it was twerk. You know what I'm saying? First it was twerk. Then, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, like, he was like, yo, you ever saw Eazy the Block Captain before? I was like, nah, who that? He said he from Philly. And same thing you said earlier, I'm like, Philly ain't had a great battle rapper since.
And this when you was on Gate in the Garden.
Yeah, you was on Gates of the Guard with
3
Drake
in the
Dillon.
morning
That's
waiting to
That's the
battle.
only real reason why I answered your, like I kind of like answered you though, because we always had like a little dialect. You know what I'm saying? And this was back.
It was back
then.
then.
Me be like, yo,
Years
man, you about to
ago.
hear me? Yo, you about to hear me? And I'm like, yeah, he know. Yeah,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so it was more like, yeah, like
Listen, I think I went to a few Gate in the Gardens joint, but it was like a couple times I had to leave because like shit be starting at 3. Motherfuckers don't start till 10 o'clock. Like, niggas battling at 3 in the morning. I'm arguing with my motherfucking wife. Like, yo, you not still at no battle. Yo, this shit ain't even start yet.
You done went to a whole other person's crib. Like, this shit is different. Like,
So it was definitely like back then when they was on Charleston Ave battling. Like, I'm telling niggas,
that's
yo,
a
listen,
fact.
like, listen to Eazy. Just from all the young shit, like, and it's crazy because, like I said, when the stories come up, I'll still share it and I'll tag you and like, look at this shit, like. But I always put you in that box, and I'm like, damn, I was putting Cuz in a box where I'm like my favorite small room battler, not understanding like what's going down. Like, I always wanted this for you, but I never knew that when you got this, that you was gonna take it like this, like this shit crazy.
Right, no.
Like right now, I can't name 2 other niggas in the like better than you.
right.
Outside the team, and I told you I ain't like that team shit, man. I don't like the team you
People
want.
that,
Tsunami, I could deal with. Chess, I'm like, all right. Tay Rock, I can't stand him with a passion.
Well, I'll tell you right, my folks, he good folks.
He tell niggas suck his dick too much. That shit,
he be drunk.
that shit just weird.
He used to be a Tay-Rock.
That shit just weird.
He won't admit it, but he used to watch Tay-Rock all the time.
I like as a battle rapper.
There's really no way we could talk about battle rap and don't include
Tay-Rock.
I fuck with Rock.
is amazing.
I fuck with
He got
Rock, but it's just
amazing
like
music.
as more go, like to where you sit there, it's like me not even on that stature. Like y'all got, he get millions of views of battles and shit. So anything that drop, people gonna criticize, whatever. I get it, you're an artist, you gonna take some shit personal. Right. Every rapper feel as though what they put on their paper is fucking fire.
Yeah,
I get it. But like all this suck my dick shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I come from a place to where it's 2 things like that's unacceptable. Don't invite me to your dick and don't spit on me. Anything else we can move past. Other than those 2, so like for a nigga to use suck my dick 17 times a day, like it's just weird to me. Like, so it's like from him, I just view him past back. Like I'm just like, all right, I just don't like him as a person.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that though, I mean, if he got, listen, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand because that is, it's a little, it's a little crazy, and out of pocket. But it is battle rap.
It is battle rap, right? It's like, entertainment.
So,
it's entertainment.
It ain't a sport for the sensitive.
But it's like Sanaa
really
Lathan.
Can't be sensitive.
It's like Sanaa Lathan on that Tyler Perry movie when she was fucking a white dude. Like I hated her for like a good 5 years after that rule. Like I hated her for like a good because I always put her on the island like the Loving Basketball good Sanaa. You get what I'm saying? Like that was always my baby. Like you get what I'm saying? Every time I hear that. You You get what I'm saying? It always
I'm
put
not
me.
gonna lie, that's the shit though.
Yeah, it
Right.
always
That
put me.
part, you
That
know,
part
you
really
like,
works.
you like, if motherfuckers start having feelings in that part,
Right,
yeah,
right. every time that joint dropped, that's always my baby. But
Right.
then when she turned into the, and I think that's the only scene to where she ever played like the villain. You get what I'm saying? Like I always put her in that bubble after. Like I hated it. Like I'm like, why did you have to take that? Like that's not you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes, even though it's entertainment, you get stuck in that box. It's like you said, you know, people still call you Rashad now. There's a lot of people. What's the nigga name from Jamie Braxton? Like how he
Nah,
was-
he's not gonna be that.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like with Braxton, how 30 years later he don't like the
get
fact
that.
that niggas still
People
view
still
him
call
as
him
Braxton.
Braxton.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the
Nigga
character
think his
you
name
play,
Braxton. Yo, what's up, boy? What's up, Braxton?
the character you play, you get what I'm saying, carries weight. Even though it's a character, you get what I'm saying.
Can't
We
get away
living
from
through
that
that
shit.
character, so
Right.
sometimes that shit stick with you. So you know, with Rock, when you hold a person to this regard, like Hollow is probably one battler that I talk to on a regular, you know, that I have a relationship with. But it's sometimes I gotta tell Nigel, like, bro, that shit you telling me you got some shit that I'm listening to you, and I'm like, nigga, what the fuck was that? Like,
Shit was ass.
yeah, like, and it'd be hard for me to say that because I'm a Hollow fan.
love that
I'm a
So
Hollow
no-
fan.
Yeah, so
But
like
if
I be
it's ass,
sitting
it's
there,
ass.
I feel
yeah,
like
so I be
Hollow-
sitting there looking like, yo, I swear to you, a couple battles like I forced myself
I'm
to
not
try
gonna
to
lie
be
though,
like,
his DNA battle wasn't as bad as what people said.
It
nah,
wasn't.
it wasn't. It
It
wasn't
wasn't.
as bad.
It
It
wasn't.
wasn't. It wasn't as
what
bad.
people said it was. In the building, it was.
That usually we
In
normally
the building,
we
it was.
right.
But when I went back, I'm like, now at the end, I didn't
Right.
like the psychologize. Like the second and third, it was
Yeah,
like,
you just too much. Come
Yeah, it
on, like,
was-
yeah.
come on,
Yeah.
like you dig what I'm
He was
saying?
definitely
Like
reaching
so,
for it.
but what the bars, it wasn't terrible.
Terrible, right?
I thought that the way, you know what I mean? Because, you know, that's after I battled. So, you know, I wasn't in there for majority of the time. I'm just hearing, like, DNA shutting that shit down. I'm just like, oh, shit, it's getting dark for boy.
Right, so he hit me like, and he'll ask me, well, what thing you like about it? And I'm like, Doug, it's too much. Like, but the best analogy that I could give you is the fact it's like Giannis is a 29 and 12 type player. So if he come out and give you 13 and 7 rebounds, he had a bad game, regardless if they won or not. Like he had a bad game. You keep giving us 13 and 7, like you get what I'm saying, and it's just one of those like we have fought like we know what you can do.
We know what you can do, right?
We all know what you can do. We all waiting on that. You get what I'm saying? That Charlie Clips, like you get what I'm saying? You just a candy rapper with four. You get what I'm saying? We all waiting on that.
He could get that back.
He
though,
could get
too.
that
Like,
back,
that's
but it's
that,
just
yeah,
like
that ain't. He just gotta be, you know, them niggas making too much money.
yeah,
Them niggas making too much money, man.
They
You know
too
what I'm saying?
good.
We
They ain't
get
hungry.
that type of buddy. You like, man, fuck.
I'll
these
say
bars.
anything.
I'm still gonna get booked next
like,
event.
you mean, like, 'cause you could afford to be called ass,
Right.
for the next couple months. So he don't care.
Right.
Niggas still gonna debate the fact that you want to battle.
What
though.
is
Right.
he? You know, he's about to.
Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm one of those motherfuckers. I'm never going to internet and say Hollow lost the battle. I'll probably just go ghost for a week.
Right.
I probably won't post for a week at all. But I would never get online and say
Right.
Hollow
Got
lost the
smoked,
battle.
Right.
He did, but he did. But
He lose a lot of them. He lose a lot of them. It hurt my feelings though. I go into depression for about a week though. I be losing money on him like a motherfucker. Just like, come on, man.
Like you said though, Hollow real like, you know what I'm saying? Hollow get to that point to where he like, I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna get booked again. You know what I mean?
I just
And
hope
I'ma
you
be
don't
good.
ever get to that point because like you get what I'm saying? Like we fuck with everything. Like Hollow always been a cool battle rapper,
Right.
but like you get what I'm saying? The shit that you talk about is the shit that we need to hear.
Right.
Right.
And just like, you know, so what's your max battles you think you'll ever take a year? Because I know at the end of the day it's a
Probably
business
like
and it's always
4.
about getting checks.
Like 4. I mean, like right now I'm at 4, like 4 or 5 a year right now. But you know, depending on anything can happen. You know what I mean? Like it'd be 1-2 times a year, probably. I always, you know what I mean, come back because I want to beat everybody though.
Right. So you're not interested in being on every card.
No.
Yeah, like that's my thing. Like I love Geechee, but it was like maybe 2 years. Like I'm tired of Geechee now. Like
Yeah, I was tired of that nigga too.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing
Everybody's
you.
I'm tired of that nigga too.
Yeah, I'm tired
I'ma
of
smoke him
seeing you.
soon.
Like
He
you
gonna
get
get
what I'm
smoked
saying? Your
soon.
bars don't hit the same as they did 4 years
Let
ago.
him keep doing it though, because I still got to let the nigga keep doing it.
What do you say about it?
You know what I mean? Like, cool. You see, I don't say nothing. Go ahead, bro. You know what I mean? Pushing them niggas to do that shit. Go ahead.
Because you
tire yourself out.
When you know you can smoke
Please.
that shit, you know that's beatable. Yeah, go ahead, do it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so
you know,
I know
ladies
I'm
really
just not
thinking.
taking every card.
Right. So what's your dream battle?
I don't know if somebody asked me that. I don't really have a dream battle, man.
It's not one by you.
It's
love to
one
smoke.
person you
It's
gotta
gotta be
think-
one person you want to smoke the shit out of, bro.
Not even smoke the fact.
even-
It's one person
yeah.
you think that's gonna give you a fight though, like somebody you think the
I
talk
don't
the
think
talk
none
could
of these
be.
niggas can fuck with me.
I'm about to say.
I think the same thing.
I'm about to say,
I
I don't
think
fuck
Surf
with me.
would probably be like, you
I
get what I'm
don't even
saying?
really think bro can fuck with me.
Nah,
for
see, but
real,
Tsunami gonna get the gas and everything that come with it. It's gonna be electric.
Is he gonna have a full 3
But see,
rounds?
Maybe if Surf take me right now.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah.
Give me 6 more months. That shit might get bad for you because I'm all this shit going fast. This shit going fast. You gotta catch. You know what I'm saying? This shit going fast. So it's like I don't know.
I think he gonna smoke Cortez.
You know what I'm saying? Who? Surf? Yeah, he gonna
yeah.
smoke.
Cortez ass, man.
He gonna
I
smoke
don't think he ass.
I don't think he
but-
ass. Yeah, he not
he
ass.
ain't
We was
ass.
just
He
in the
just
tournament. He
can't
was
be
cool
shit.
too. That was the last time I saw him in the tournament. He was cool in the
No,
tournament.
he was rocking in the.
Yeah,
the
but I
tournament.
don't. I don't think he. I think Surf gonna smoke the shit out of
You
him.
know, I smoked him. So
Right, you smoked it.
You know what I'm
He was
saying?
cool
Like-
in the tournament, but he gonna smoke. He gonna get smoked by Surf.
So let's transition to where battle rap. Do you? And of course, I'll let you answer. But do you think battle rap is what landed you Bel Air?
yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did that?
But see, it's not just the fact of battle rap. It's the fact of everything I do.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Like
You
because-
being you.
And this is actually what he said. Like he actually watched the battle of me and T Rex.
Who?
The person who wrote who wrote
Okay.
Bel Air. So
Okay.
yeah. So Cooper. You know what I mean? Morgan Cooper. He actually, he told me like why, like he picked me for it, and like me and T Rex was a part of it, but he was tuned into me though. He was already watching me, and he liked it, like the grind, from the beginning on up. Like yo, you didn't stop, yo, you ain't let that stop you. You kept going, like 'cause that shows somebody's just ready to be. You dig what I'm saying? Like all right, if you give him a job, he ain't gonna slack off. You dig what I'm saying? Like that. Like, he really want this. You dig what I mean? Like, and that's your character. It's just, all it is like, it's character. You know what I mean? As far as I ain't gonna stop or whatever. So, that's why when I got the role, and y'all see people like, yo, you played the shit out that, yo. It was like, because it's like, I looked at it like battle rap. Like, this could be my last shot. So, if
Nigga, you
this
held the
is...
shit
Yeah,
out
you
that
held-
Yeah,
shit.
so
Here's
this is
the
gonna be
best
the
part.
last
Yeah,
thing
this
that
is
y'all
the best part of the
remember me
show.
on camera. Y'all gonna remember a fucking...
When I seen that, I was
a
fucked
movie.
up, man.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, yo, that nigga's nice.
I'm mad they killed your character off and didn't even show it. Like
I mean, I'm hoping I ain't dead.
Man,
But
you know, he's a comeback?
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
come
man,
back,
I'm
it's a
hoping,
soap
man. I'm
opera
back.
now.
I'm
No,
hoping,
no,
man, I'm
no,
hoping-
listen.
Right,
We ain't
so
seen
like,
no body.
they fucked it up already.
We ain't seen no
You
body.
ain't
We ain't seen
see
no
me get
funeral.
killed, but I'm
Yeah, I
out
ain't
of there,
see-
though. I think about it there. But,
Nah, I'm saying that we could get a couple tweets and shit. Bring Rashad
Bring
back. You know what I'm
Rashad
saying?
back.
No, but I think my character was like high. It was.
It
was rated high.
It
like,
was
like
because this is like, all right, for me, it was like this is what you didn't see in
Right.
the original John. Like you don't really see like what actually happened between them. Like you just heard he just had to move because he got into it on the court. It was no gun involved. It was no like, you know what I'm saying, no serious fight involved or nothing.
It
Like
went from a
and
comedy to a drama.
His episode
It's fire,
is the opening
right
dialogue,
It's the
like
right.
the what is called
the opening
the intro,
for the intro,
to
yeah,
the
for
show.
the
Like,
yeah, for the
that
thing.
was the whole episode.
Yeah, that was
y'all
the
made out
whole
of that
episode
shit.
right there.
And you crushed it, like, and plus us being from Camden and you from Philly, like we right across the bridge, so
Right.
like that shit was so real. That was like Philly as hell. Like that was real Philly right there.
Right.
Like you can see that shit. That
I
shit's
appreciate
crazy.
and that's and I he said he knew I was good for that part. He was like,
Yeah.
I know you made for that.
I thought you stole the show. And besides Carlton, I think you probably the biggest.
Yeah, Carlton. And
Besides the Carlton shit, you probably the
but
biggest
Carlton
motherfucker.
and then me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but that's big.
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Like as far as for me, because now I'm on something else, another TV show called On 10.
Yeah, on 10.
So we shooting that now. You know what I mean? Like that. So I actually leave. Well, I'm going to Atlanta after this. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So, that's been I'm going to be shooting that. And I'm in six episodes there.
I'm pretty sure your career about to take off in the acting
So, yeah,
aspect.
I just came from an audition. Like, that's all I do is work, man. I don't sleep for real.
I just said this yesterday. I want you to tell me if I'm wrong, though.
Uh-huh.
I said yesterday that I'm not calling you a battle rapper no more. I feel like you on your way to stardom.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you're not a battle rapper to me. You got it.
Right.
You got it in there. That's your realm still. But you don't feel like a battle rapper to me no more.
Okay.
You feel like you could do everything now.
What's funny is somebody else told me that it was Rosenberg. Like
Rosenberg Raw
texted me. He was like, "You gotta understand what this character is, bro.
Right.
Like you're on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air,
Right,
bro.
As soon as the episode come on, everyone you see Rashad,
like,
dead or not. As soon as the episode come on, Rashad is in every clip. Like so, even if you don't see me throughout the episode, you gonna see me in the beginning.
I'm still
it's still
talking about every episode.
Right.
That's why, like
most
and people still wondering if you really
to the
dead
whole
or not.
thing. Because without Rashad, you wouldn't
even have
Will
this.
wouldn't be in there.
Every episode I'm still talked about. So it's like I'm still in there,
right?
But I'm not. I'm not in there. But that's fine though, because it's like, yo, I'm getting so many opportunities just off that, alone. So we just gonna keep capitalizing off of it, and all that. And hopefully, they'll find a way. Like y'all, see me get killed. Hopefully, y'all find a way. With like, he missed him. Well, I don't know what the hell. I'll pop right back up. Hello, how y'all doing?
Yeah, because nobody talked about a funeral or anything. So it's so it still leave that, you get what I'm saying, that opening for you to do what you gotta do.
Plus, they done taking this shit everywhere else that they didn't take it. So it's like you really can, sky's the limit.
They can take it, how they want it. Because
man, we about to get on Twitter and everything.
Right, man, because I thought that, you'll at least see me go to LA.
Plus,
you dig what I'm saying?
Like you got the drama aspect where all the other battle rappers took the wilding out lane.
Right.
Like I used to be a hardcore battle rap fan. I stopped after Conceited versus Hitman Holla. I was done. They was too friendly.
Shit. He don't like the friendly
Between them
shit.
and Daylight, I hate the battle rap. So when he told me that's easy to block Cap, that's the dude I always tell you about. I started doing my research. You might have made me fall in love with battle rap again. To be honest with you, after watching all this shit.
Dang, yeah, nah, word up.
That,
word up.
That motherfucker when he
I have a lot of I have a lot of comments like that though. They be like, yo, like I like watching you. Like
it's crazy though. Like maybe 10 or 12 episodes ago, we was talking about, like, back in the day, I was beating fiends and shit.
Right.
When Heem and Pop-Out was here, we was talking about, and I was telling motherfuckers how my mans used to use Dove soap and shit.
Right.
And I told him he used to fuck it up because you could smell the scent through the skinnies and whatever. Like, I use peppermints and whatever, like, about that raw hard and stuff. So when you talked about, like, the sheetrocks and everything, with me, I'm sitting there, I sent to my folks, like, listen to you, get what I'm saying? Like, you using Dove soap, like I ain't even think sheetrock. You know what I'm saying? I'm using pepper. I could have used sheetrock. Like, you get what I'm saying? His holes with my walls.
For real,
like, like just different things.
No,
but that's why
the funny. I'm gonna give y'all funny. The funny story about that. So when I was really in my bag with that, I'm messing with this connecting NY. Right, so it was going good. Like he had, you know what I'm saying, like he was everything I was buying, he was throwing what I was buying on top of it.
Oh shit!
So I get the 9 ounces. This is 9 ounces of crack, bro. So you dig what I'm saying? Like, so it was like, whoa. So it's like, bro, swear to God, this nigga bought me all sheetrock. I swear to God, I got the situation tested in Joe. They like.
No.
Like, hold on. So I break something off. I'm like, hey, we see that. Hey, do that. I'm looking at this shit. I'm like, yo, you niggas understand, man. It's real, man. I be saying like real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it be really, you mean like I got hit off that.
But that's why I say
like
to
that's
you,
how I knew about it.
Right.
You know
but that's why I say
right.
That's when I say when your bars is like relatable to a motherfucker. Because like me, I remember being 15. You get what I'm saying? Like having a little young girl suck the red strips off the peppermints, put them on a plate. You get what I'm saying? With the razor, cutting them down, putting them in. We used to put them in the black skinnies. That thing looked so raw. That thing looked like butter.
Them jaws look busky.
Them things
like
look butter.
Yeah, I would have got all them jaws.
I was getting them. Let me get 11 for 100. Take
it.
Spin the block. I'll be back in 2 days.
I get 13 for the 100. Them peppermint. Take 15 of these jaws.
Right, I'd have gave you anything. Whatever you want.
I just tell you, get what I'm saying? I just took it. What's the name? I just did it and everything. Yeah, so like you get what I'm saying with the black skinnies with them peppermints, man. I'm telling you, like that shit used to be crazy though. But you know, that's what I was saying earlier. Like just like when you rap and shit, and like a nigga hear you rap, it makes it so easier to gravitate to your bars because it's like niggas really was out here doing this shit.
Right.
To where when a nigga talk about homies, you like, all right, nigga, you wouldn't be sitting here rapping about this because you want to indict yourself. But this,
bodies.
This shit that this nigga talking about right now, putting your motherfucking clothes underneath the bed so you got that.
Niggas don't even know, like, that's real.
That is real.
What are they talking about? Like, like we really used to do that shit.
You see, when you said that shit, I was just sitting there like, oh, listen, my wife get mad because I talk to the screen. Like, she'd be like, who are you talking to? Like, I'm like, do you hear what the nigga said?
Really hear
I be sitting there like, she doesn't know at all. I be rewinding and shit like, listen, I heard what he said. No, you didn't.
You
like,
didn't hear
listen to what the fuck he just said.
Really
like, she be like, all right. Like, but they don't understand. Like, the shit just be so crazy because it's like, you can say something to a regular person, it's just like, all right, you get what I'm saying? But to another motherfucker, like, you just be like, yo, why did he just say that? Who was it, Danny, when you said you put the Confederate flag in front of the trap house and I ain't get raided since?
That's fire.
We was just watching that shit last night, by the way.
You sit there, you just like, you get what I'm saying? You just sit there. Yeah, you know how many motherfuckers probably gonna put a Confederate flag in front of their trap house?
Was like, yo, you giving them too much, son. You get smacked like you giving them too much. He done gave him a jewel. He done gave y'all a jewel out here. You
even
said?
your shit that hit for me the most is, you know what I'm saying, I ain't scared of death. Even if I die, my kids profit off it.
Yeah,
that's my line right there. Like, that's really my line because that's how I carry this shit every day. Like, even if I die, my kids good. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely. You know, for me, on the battle aspect, I think it's just like when you battle Chess. So Chess been out here for what, 7 years now? You know,
Chess might have got him.
How old is Chess right now?
Chess might got an 8 to 10 piece.
Yeah, cause
how old is he? Because he came out when he's 15.
15.
How old is he? He 20.
Yeah, so 8 years. So 8 years.
Like 15, right?
Yeah, so like you got a little 8 years.
Got a little 8 piece.
Damn.
So you say all the people that he battled, all, you know, the top tiers, the bars and everything you hear, when a motherfucker like you get in front of a nigga and you say some shit that you never heard nobody say, like, you know the nigga with the white go first, like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just something like that. Like, it's like you know, when you put the shirt, the talk is different. Like, you get what I'm saying? The talk is actually different. Like, I don't watch 60 battles of this motherfucker. No one ever talked to him that way. Like, that's what you mean when the talk is that. That's why when, like, I see you, I'm like, all right, yo, this shit really be crazy. Like this. I hit you once you drop, yo. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah, what's this going to be? Like, let me know. Like, that shit be good, though. But it's just like how people act smack all the time. You know, you being in front of the camera, listen to all these rounds, all these bars. Like, you know, do you still get amazed? And for you just saying, like Smack saying, you giving them too much, I ask you that same question.
No, Smack, you see how I be having Smack.
Yeah, all the time.
You see how, you know what I'm saying? Like, Smack be trying, he be Smack. If Smack had it his way, I'd be battling every month. You dig what I'm saying? I
don't doubt that.
Like, you mean, like if Smack had it his way. But
when the last time you heard a bar that just put chills through your spine? Like,
yeah, like Smack, like he, you know, Smack fuck with me heavy. You dig what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, when the last time you heard somebody rapping?
I'm not gonna lie, I still, you know, I'm a Chess fan. You dig what I'm saying?
Chess really do be talking.
Yeah, you dig what I mean? You know, Surf still be in that pocket for me. You mean Calico be in that pocket for me. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you mean Geechee still being. It's a couple people that still be on that. You be in that pocket. Even when Rex battled Nitty the first round, like, you mean, like Rex still could be in that pocket if he wants to. We just don't want to hear how he's saying it. But you know what I'm saying? He's still be talking though.
You said that about me when I wanted to see Murder Mook.
What's that?
The shit ain't the same.
Yeah, Mook is garbage.
Yeah, talk to my round, you gonna get a shot in your mouth.
He it's just they not adapting to the new
right.
time.
They're not adapting at all.
They still the same. They still
That's
the
what
same.
makes
and they
it
still
garbage,
talking like they the best.
They still, I mean,
like
but
they the best.
because
I walked out. We walked out of the.
Yeah, we walked out with Mook before him and
Restart like
rap,
that shit.
yeah.
That shit was garbage already.
But that was more for me and Chess. Like we took a lot of energy out that room though.
Nah, even if they would have went before y'all, that shit still would have been garbage. Like
I think it would have been way better. I think it would have been way better. I think we would
yeah,
have accepted it.
we was viewing a different battle.
which one you
that shit
talking
was
about?
Garbage.
The
Mook and Reed. That shit was ass.
Oh yeah.
That shit was ass. That shit was hard to watch. And even for me, like I'm a Reed
Reed
fan.
and Reed was doing all right though.
Reed was garbage.
Hey,
Reed was
did
doing
y'all
all
see
right.
the Ill Will battle with Reed?
I didn't see
I didn't see the Ill
Watch
Will
the Ill Will
Reed.
battle.
I seen his bars that Adam kept posting and shit, but
He did. He's coming back to life.
Reed-
like in the,
Reed
in the
get
new
better
era.
every
He's
time
not
he-
like Reed actually listens.
Right.
right, and he
You
adapted.
could tell he
adapts.
listened though.
He actually adapts.
After the chess battle, like everything he started doing up until the Mook
was
battle.
going up.
Right.
The
Yeah.
Mook battle was up though. It was still a up. So it was just that it wasn't a big stage. That wasn't a 3,500 people
Right.
battle.
Yeah, how many people was in
It was
Houston?
like
35.
35.
Yeah, 35.
That was a lot
So,
of
like he
people.
said,
a lot
it
of
should have been
He
in the
gonna draw 'cause his
backyard.
name.
You dig what I'm saying? Like that was a lot of people, and you know
A
what I
lot
mean?
of them probably wasn't
and
even-
on some real shit, they already had that battle announced. If
Right.
you mean once they announced Eazy and Chess, that's what sold it.
Right.
They was at like 50%. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once Eazy and Chess got announced, everybody was there for that battle. If we, you know what I'm saying?
Keeping
If
it
we-
real. That's what we
That's
was
what
there
we
for.
did.
We was
flew
there
to
for that
keeping it a
one.
dollar.
flew to
Like
Houston for
everybody,
that.
yeah,
We
flew to
everybody
Houston
was
for
there
that
for the
shit.
Eazy and Chess battle because they knew that was going to get crazy. You know what I mean? Like that. So it was like, and I had surfing John was on there.
Yeah. And he smoked John.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's still, you know,
Ain't John calling you out?
yeah. I mean,
Why?
he's crazy. I don't know. He's high.
John, but see, John, like his name alone, like doesn't carry weight. So John always gotta like try to get the lit nigga to try to like let people. You get what I'm saying?
His name
John
carry
John.
weight. I think.
I mean, his name carry weight in the
do.
battle rap community, but like once like fan wise, John could easy like John that nigga to where you always like, yo, I forgot. You get what I'm saying? And then you'll put him back in there. He never comes off in the top. You get what I'm saying? Like he's always that nigga you got to start snapping with, and then
Right.
be like, oh yeah, I forgot. Oh nah, let me. You get what I'm saying? He's one of
Right.
those type of. You get what I'm saying?
One thing I will say about John is he consistently, you know what I'm saying, he'll rap. He'll consistently rap.
He was one of my guys, but when that multiple choice shit start working, like
Mr. Wavy
you got,
shit.
you got to move on.
Nah, he do multiple choice every motherfucking
You
battle.
got to
That
move
shit
on
do.
from that.
I mean, it would be.
He ain't evolved.
Yeah.
Just involved. Like the multiple choice setup ain't a bad.
It ain't a bad
joke.
thing.
It's even right now, like if you do it differently, you can.
Right, he
old
got to
and
switch
tired.
it up.
Technically, you make it work because everybody has a slogan. That's like my legendary bar. I do it 10 years way later. It's not about the legendary bar. It's about what I'm about to say.
Right.
Like after, it just has to be hot though. You know what I mean? Like a Showtime. Even when Verb battled me, Showtime. Niggas got a tentative in there. They like, oh shit, we'll see what he said. The Showtime was just ass. You dig what I'm saying? But if it was been fire, we would have been like, okay. You dig what I'm saying?
See, but I think with you versus everybody else, special move is like what keeps it like you separates you from the rest of them. Because when
Right.
Verb do Showtime, it's not always good.
It's not always-
when
yeah.
Twerk do, you get what I'm saying? Strapped in,
yeah,
it's not always
there.
good. You get what I'm saying? So when John do the most, it's not always good. But when you do your lessons, like it's always actual lesson,
Right.
and you won't drag the shit the fuck
No,
out.
it'd be
like
8 bars and I'm
yeah,
outta there.
you won't
It'd be
drag
8
this
bars
shit
and I'm
out. So
outta
you'll
there.
give us the lesson, and then you'll just go.
Yeah.
To where the rest of the niggas like, you get what I'm saying? They'll drag this shit the fuck, and you be like, all right, sitting there, and then they be like, oh, you niggas sleep. No, niggas is
Right,
wide
niggas
awoke.
woke.
That shit just was ass.
Yeah,
Like,
no facts.
Ain't nobody
I
tell you
agree.
lost against Verb or nothing like that, right?
I mean, it's a couple stupid niggas out
Oh,
there.
man.
But listen, it's people that say I lost every battle. You know what I mean? It's people that say I
Goofy ass
lost to
battle rap.
T-Rex.
I'm gonna just say out there, like we not battle rap fans like
Right.
everybody else. Like you know what I'm saying? Like niggas
Right.
is really like fanatics to the point to where you can't tell them somebody lost.
Right.
Why? Why you
Yeah.
can't tell? Like, you know what I'm saying?
anybody,
Like,
like, if you're a Verb, if you're a Verb fan, like a Verb fan, and you was just happy that he did well.
Right, because that's really what it was. He just did all right. He did all right, and he got up out of there.
But they all do well.
Right, everybody, right.
You know what I mean? Like when they battle me, you have to do well.
That's it.
Some fans' thought process can't catch the bars either, and catch the meaning of the bars.
Because they biased, probably though. I think
sometimes they ain't biased. Some people just don't have a deep thought process where they just can't catch shit.
You shouldn't be watching battle rap at all. Then. You can't catch it. If you can't catch that shit,
it's motherfuckers that don't know Don Juan DeMarco came from Jay-Z. Like, I mean, shit.
Right.
I ain't know that either. So.
Right. You right. We right. We Jay-Z fans, so it's like we know this type of shit. You right though. You right. I'll give you that one.
It's crazy though, but social media has a big impact on what you guys do because it could change the narrative on you. Right. Because you take for a fact, Verb lost the hustle clearly.
Yeah.
But only clip that people still see from that battle is Verb talking to Hustle the way he did about
because it should have hit though.
Yeah.
It should like what he was doing. It should have hit, but it hit to the once just because the people in the building don't go crazy don't mean like what if you didn't see it. Then when you see it, like that shit was fire, and just 300,000 people thought it was fire. You dig what I'm saying? Like it was just like that. So it was like. Yeah, that's why when Verb would be like, all right, y'all might have said I lost on the votes, but like the world told me I won.
And he's one of the ones that's gonna keep rapping through the shit because he like y'all gonna catch it on cam.
Yeah,
like Verb is definitely a cam battle. He definitely a cam battle.
I don't give a fuck about me and him on cam. He still loses.
Yeah, he still lost.
Absolutely.
He lost regardless.
Absolutely, but it's an art in battle rap that a lot of the motherfuckers like today don't possess because if they don't get that reaction, like they lose. Like Twerk as a professional he's supposed to be, like he still doesn't grasp the concept. Like nigga keep rapping. Like you get what I'm saying? You get so frustrated to where a nigga don't react to your shit that you just like Jersey. He just be sitting there like, damn, like a nigga said, he used to be one of my favorite battlers coming up. Like,
what I tell you, I'm not watching that shit because of his name.
His name Twerk, yeah. Twerk. But then, like, shit just got so much.
I'm an adult now, and I'm in the strip club phase. When I see Twerk, I want to see women. I want to see no nigga battle. After daylight, bro, I can't watch no shit named Twerk. I'm sorry.
That's crazy. They should do a compilation of terrible battle rap names because that shit probably.
I think Smack this. I think he just was on an interview and he said that. Like, these new niggas names be crazy. Like, why you keep fucking everybody's name? He's like, these new niggas names be fucking terrible. Names be out of pocket.
Yo, bad. We gotta wrap this shit up though, but I hope you come back and fuck with us for part
absolutely.
2.
I will, man.
Sure.
I appreciate y'all having me and all of that. You dig what I'm saying? We got some good things happening in the making. So follow me, on Eazy the Black Cap. www.guttercity.com is the website for like the merch and the clothes, and we updating that. More TV stuff, more battle raps coming, and do want to say this before I leave. The album is getting done. Like we're doing the album now, So we got we got some people on it. We got like Freeway on it. We got Hollow Man on it. See what I'm saying? We got Lil Flip on this. We got Cassidy on this. So it's gonna be a crazy album. I'm trying to drop it by the end of April.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Definitely gonna be looking out.
Keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out for that joint.
So
you got a name for it yet?
That mean you coming back up when the album drop?
I got the name. It's gonna be called To Be Continued.
Ooh.
Because I'm dropping 2 parts.
Okay.
So ending with that, To Be Continued, because he said he coming back.
Right.
We out of here.